Where is our review?
You should have one, but if you don't have extra ones here.
Can I have one too?
Yeah, who does not have a review packet?
Yeah, and you've got hers.
We're so real.
Dude, that happened to me yesterday. I was like asking for it and then I never used it.
No. I was saying, I got one question. When you do so much, do you go roads by columns or columns by?
Oh, she didn't highlight anything on these
Yes,
pages.
you have it. You have it.
On these pages, she didn't highlight anything.
No, I don't think so.
Just.
But yeah, it should be.
Yeah, I'm gonna explain in a moment. Just give me a sec. And you guys have these? You guys have these?
Yeah.
You have these?
All
All right, cool. All right, so let's talk about number one. So a problem like this is not on the test, okay? Mainly because it's a bit ambiguous in terms of how to write the matrix, because people are asking, how do I do 1 by 3, 3 by 1? You don't. But what I chose to do is for the equipment, I wrote as a 1 by 3, and the cost is a 3 by 1. That way these can link up, and the final answer is a 1 by 1. And the final answer represents the total cost.
Well, I didn't think it was that bad.
I know, but some people get confused. Some people write this as a 3 by 1, that 1 by 3, and they create a 3 by 3 matrix. And they're confused. So that's why I'm not going to ask on the test. But if you just think about it, I mean, it's a pretty simple problem. You don't really need a matrix to do it, to be honest. If you have 12 balls, by 12 baskets, multiply by 21, you get 45 balls, multiply by 4. 15 uniforms, multiply by 30, just add it all up. It's pretty straightforward. It's just more just the practice of writing in the matrix. That's really the whole point of this problem. So, just make sure you put the order correctly. And however you put the order, it's up to you. Just make sure they're safe for both. Okay, go ahead. Sure. Not a problem at all. So that's number one. And number two is the same kind of thing, but apparently you have 2 different days, Friday, Saturday, so you make 2 matrices for each day. And you have 3 columns, excuse me, students, adults, and senior citizens. Or you can rows of 3 by 1. You can have 3 rows in one column. That would have been fine as well. But if you think about the tickets, that's like your inventory, how many tickets you're selling. And then the price is $254 for students, adults, and senior citizens. And add up all the tickets you sell for both days, multiply to the cost, you get how much money you collect. And again, I'm not asking this question, so don't worry about it. I mean, to be honest, I think it's a pretty lame question because just add the numbers and multiply by the prices, right? It's not that hard. So I don't know if it's really the best matrix problem. It's not what I really want to get at, so that's why I'm not asking it. Amy, go ahead. No, there are word problems, but not like this. I'll show you in a moment. I'll talk about the test when we get there. Okay, now these problems here is where you have to solve without a calculator and then write a matrix equation and solve afterwards.
Oh, I thought like only the answer was written.
Oh, I'm sorry, repeat that again.
Will we get the one below?
Number 2?
Yeah.
I just said no. No, I just said no.
Number one.
Yeah, no. Okay, so we're clear. 1 and 2, no. All right, good. All right. For 5, 6, 7, 8, okay, I'm going to ask you to solve a system of 3 equations with 3 variables, but it's going to be much easier in 7 and 8. We had something like this on the quiz, 7 and 8, where you had to do this algebraically, and I think that's where you guys were spinning your wheels. And I think maybe why you guys are spinning your wheels, I think sometimes as you guys are processing what to do or thinking of all the steps ahead, sometimes your mind's racing faster than the way your hand's writing out the information, if that makes sense. So I think you're just like, okay, I gotta do this, and like you're just kind of like still stuck in that first step. That happens. Also, I think the numbers, you make careless errors. The numbers get kind of crazy, and that can be daunting. I promise you the numbers do work out very nicely on a test. So I'm going to give you definitely 3 equations, 3 variables. But I'll tell you right now, one equation will be super easy to work with, and it'll make it easy to substitute as a 2 segments. It'll be very, very good. I promise you that.
You probably won't need to.
Correct. Yes. Yes. Right. Exactly. So that way you don't feel forced to use one part, because you were kind of forced to elimination to avoid fractions. We're avoiding that on the test. So, but do know how to solve these by hand. Do know that. Okay. Of course, know how to set the matrices as well. So know both. So that's what you're being asked to do. You're asked to do both ways. Know how both ways how to solve this algebraically by hand, and also how to use the matrix.
I only showed how to do the matrix on the solution key. And that should be pretty obvious too, hopefully. Get all the X's and Y's on one side or Z's on one side, and then all the numbers that don't have letters on another side. And like, for example, 2, 5, 1, 4, that makes sense, right? X, Y makes sense, and then 7, 2 on the other side. And then you do the inverse, you move it over, and use a calculator to solve it. If you do it as a matrix, if you do it by hand, of course, use substitution or elimination.
When we do it on a test and we have to do a matrix, that's the only.
Yeah, and I'll specify how I want it. I'll tell you. Actually,
Like for matrices, that's the only work we have to show.
correct. Yes. Yes.
So when it comes to secret-
Well, actually, let me take it back. The work you have to show will be like number 8. That's the work I want you to show.
So
So I want you to show that you're multiplying each side by the inverse, and that becomes identity matrix, and then you get the answer. So this is actually work I want you to show. Number 8 is the model, the follow. 5, 6, 7 were a little bit short. So I'm glad you asked that, Albert, because that's really what I want to see. I want to see that process. So basically, this would be worth a point for setting it up. This would be worth another point for showing you this. This would be another point for working it, thinking that, and then the answer. Actually, probably worth 3 points, I'm guessing. This would probably be a point, that'd be a point, and then we'd probably be confident.
Wait, I don't get that. Can you go?
Yeah, totally. So does this make sense how I set this up? So I took all those numbers in front of the letters and put as one matrix, then I put all the letters in another matrix. And then the ones on the right side of the equations, I put as another matrix. So I create 3 matrices. Then the second step is multiplying each side by the inverse, just simply writing this again, but putting -1 on each side. So I rewrote this matrix.
So why don't you have 4?
Oh, because I just the space and time, that's all. Yes, I should have done it every single time, but yeah, I was lazy, to be honest with you. Okay,
Right.
that's what it was. And then the third step is to show that this becomes the identity matrix. And this work is on the calculator. This is the calculator work from here to here. That's just calculator work. And then lastly, this times that identity just X, Y, Z method. So this is the model to follow. Okay, so you have the model. Yeah.
Is it fine to just like do it algebraically?
It depends what I ask. If I ask algebraically, then if I ask for a matrix, and you just gotta follow the instructions. So, guys, read the directions. That sometimes is your downfall. You guys don't read the directions, and then you lose points, right? So let's be careful there.
So you.
Mhm.
So it's
Oh, sure. No, one question at a time. Michelle. Oh, sorry. I mean, you got it. Yes.
5.
It's not. It's not division. It's a
It's a multiply by its inverse. It's kind of like division, but it's not really division. Is that what you're saying? Okay, we're just going to homework right now. Okay, we're okay. We're good. Okay, Michelle, you had a question. I think you were gonna ask something.
Well, it said like first solve algebraically by calculator, so I just thought you solved it and wrote the equation and the solution with the matrix.
Well, sorry. Repeat that without a calculator.
Like the instructions.
Right. So yeah, you should do it both. I just did it with the matrix because I just didn't have time to. The matrices. Let's talk during the review today. Okay. Yeah. So for some of you guys, if you want me to work with you one-on-one, we could, because I have some problems on the walls. I'll have like a handful of groups go outside and some come saying that.
Just showing it how it got there.
Exactly. Right. Okay. Now there's one question that'll involve a log. I'll explain in a moment what that will look like. So do know your logs. Not quite like this question. I'll explain when I go over the test with you guys. However, these are the answers for these log questions. There's no log graphing. Don't worry about that. There's no log graphing question on the test. So it's going to come back in the next unit after ski week. But there's the question right there for 686. I'm going to explain when I get to the test outline. It's going to involve like an inverse function. I'll explain when we get there. Just wait, we'll get there. But should you know what a log does? Yeah, of course you should. But again, no log graphs. For 687, do you know part F? So I'm going to ask the g of f of x thing again. We had that on the last test, but that's going to happen again on the test. So 87 part F.
Part F. Will it be like a fraction?
Yes, it will.
Ah,
Yes. And I'll give you some examples. I have some examples to show you guys.
Wait, hold on.
And this is all being recorded, so you can watch this recording. And we could go around Zoom tonight or office hours today. And actually, if you come to office hours, yeah, Zoom at 9:15 tonight. Yes. And also office hours today. If you can't make it today, don't worry. I'll be available tonight. And well, sorry, was that
what time?
9:15 p.m. I'll send an invite.
I'll be there.
Good. I know you will with your avatar, right?
Wait,
Yeah, yes, I'm good. Yes. Hmm? Oh, I know there's a lot. When I go over the outline, it'll be all confined. 'Cause I know I'm sharing a lot of stuff right now. But this problem here, so I'll ask you to find GFFX. I'll give you two functions. We plug one to the other. Yes, that's a review question. Yes. Yes. What was that? Sorry. Okay, guys, the test. Can you guys wait? Great questions, but let's just wait. I'm getting there. I will definitely divulge all that with you guys. Just be patient, okay? Now this stuff here is rational functions practice. This we're not putting on the test. So to simplify this stuff to complex fractions, all these things, don't worry about that. Solving this, potentially we might put this at a later unit in the spring. I don't know yet, but I don't want you guys losing sleep. Like, oh my God, like I gotta study these. I don't know how to do this. The last thing I want for you guys is to be up at 1 or 2 in the morning, anxious and worried, only getting 4 hours sleep and being a zombie tomorrow afternoon. I don't want that for you guys, right? So if that helps with your studying and making things more focused, don't worry about this, okay? You said Wednesday. I've been saying that since the start of class. It's on Schoology as well. Yeah. And you have the AC email as well. Yeah. I can't. Positive. I can't. Sorry. Okay. All right. Anyway, that's the homework. Now let's go over details about the test. Okay. So, and let me yes. Yeah, and it's not average, just whatever the score is that replace it. Capped at 80. We're gonna do just review problems on the board on the walls outside and some in class. I'm gonna have half you guys in here, half you guys outside. Yes, Jim, you had a question. Yes, go ahead. Good. And why is that? You have a soccer game? Okay, then you take it after next day. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Or can I take is there like a part 1 and a part 2?
You guys do all at one time though. That's that I can't bend on that rule either. Sorry.
Give me 2 pages during lunch, 2 pages during.
Well, how about let's talk after this because you have a very unique situation, so we can talk after that. Okay. All right. So let's now go over the details of the test. Here we go. Documents, whiteboard. Here we go. Okay, whiteboard. All right. Oh, bless you. Bless you again. Okay. So overview of the test. Students or like biological children? Three. I have 3. Okay. Thank you for asking. Boy, girl. 852. I thought you guys did I show it? I thought I told you guys. No. Actually, I wanted a girl for the first one. Because I grew up in a very boy heavy family. Like I have like 26 first cousins on my dad's side, and it's very boy heavy. But then when we had a boy, it was great. And then I kind of figured, well, for our second child, I wanted another boy just so we didn't have to buy new clothes. So I was just being practical. And then I was happy to have a girl. And then the third one, I didn't care at that point. So anyway, but let's go over this. We could talk. I appreciate the interest of my family. I'm flattered, but let's keep moving. Okay, so it'll be 2 parts. 2 parts. There'll be a non-calc and a calc.
But we're getting at the same part.
Was that sorry?
We're getting at the same time.
Of course, yes. It's gonna be worth 44 points. but still scale to 100 points though.
Oh, that's good.
There's gonna be the retake portion, correct?
Yeah, I'm gonna get there in a moment. Yeah. So 100 points of school, G. I'm sorry, say again. Without non-calc, it depends on the unit. I don't think so. It really depends on the unit. Because like almost every unit has graphing, so that's the reason why. That's just the nature of algebra 2. But it was that? Matrices. That's why. Doing the matrices on a calculator. Yes. Right. Right. Okay. So non-calc. Guys, quiet, please. Thank you. Will be worth 16 points.
So it's not like weighted less than the last test?
They're all weighted the same. All tests are weighted the same.
But like, it's harder for us to do better on this test.
Then it'd be like, yeah.
I'll get there. I'll get there, guys.
If you get one question wrong, your maximum grade is like a 90.
Well, let's just wait. Let's wait because I'll show you the point values. So calc is 28 points. I probably would say you're probably gonna want to spend probably 15 to 20 minutes. This is standard time, so multiply by time and a half or double time for your accommodation. And I'd probably say about 35 to 40 minutes on part 2.
So it's like a lot shorter.
I think this is a pretty short test. I wouldn't be surprised some people have lots of time left over at the end. I'll get there. Wait. Okay. All right. So that's the overview. Okay. Oh, and I'll be on Zoom tonight, 9:15 p.m. Okay. So I'll send the invite for that. Okay, so that's the overview. Now let me go and clear. Actually, let me download this. It's when my kids go down. I mean, yeah, because sometimes they stay up a little later. So yeah, yeah. Okay. So let me clear that. Okay, next up. Part.
So I'm confused.
Part
There's
1.
no part 1 or part 2.
There's part 1. I'm telling you right now.
But I thought, but we're getting it all at the same time.
Yeah, you get part 1, and then after you get part 2.
So can I take, so would I be able to take part 1 and then part 2?
We have to all within 1 hour.
No.
Because that's the way it's a school policy. I can't change that. That's
Like I can't look at part 2 if I'm on part 1.
well, wait. So wait. You're asking to do part 1 during lunch, and then when you're asking, then when you want to do part 2.
Part 2 during after.
Oh wait, is that period after lunch?
Here's after each period.
On Friday.
Wait. Hold on. I'm confused. Wait. Tomorrow is CD lunch EF. So you're asking. Oh, so you're asking a break. So you're not doing in. Okay. So you're taking an hour break in between both parts. Yeah, I don't think we could do that. And I don't.
So I can take
No, I understand because you have a soccer game. I know. Well, again, you have a unique situation. Can we talk after, Jimmy? Thanks, appreciate it. Okay, part 1. There'll be 4 questions. 4 questions. So 3 questions will involve combining 2 matrices. Yeah, exactly. 100%. Yes. And it could be plus, minus, or times.
no more problems.
Not yet. I'm getting there. I'm getting there, guys.
No division.
We don't do division. The inverse is kind of like, and then 1 question will be a word problem
On the note.
on the no calc, yes, involving, yeah, it'll be much easier, way easier,
The equation. It's like solve the system equation.
involving 3 unknowns. Okay, one question will be a word problem involving 3 unknowns. 3 things you don't know.
That mean.
So it is a system of equations.
Three variables.
Solve?
Yeah, 3 variables.
So it'll kind of be like the question we had from.
Yes, yes, right,
So it's the question.
right.
So
Well, sorry, like the homework quiz you're saying, or what homework problem? I haven't had a chance to grade those, sorry. So you'll see. You'll see. Okay. But one question will be a word problem involving 3 unknowns. Okay. And it'll be something you have to solve algebraically. Yeah, let me rephrase that because I think involving a system. Let me rephrase that because I think that's where involving a system of 3 equations. Okay, is that more clear? Yeah, my apologies. I have to make sure I'm using the right words to you guys. My apologies. Okay. 3 equations. Oh, thank you. All right. So well, exactly right. Yes, right. And you have to solve algebraically. Very easy. Very, very easy. I promise you. Right. But I'm not gonna say exactly the context you'll find out on the test. So that's part 1. Okay. Hopefully that's fair. And also the point values. This will be worth combined 8 points for those 3 questions. So some might be worth 2. So like Jimmy, to answer your question, like if you miss one question, you might go down 10%. No, that's not true. Because some questions might be only worth 2 points. Some might be worth 3 points. And I get partial credit as well. And I'll even go as granular as half points if I need to. Okay. Which word problem thing?
Like the one question.
Oh yeah, sure. Yes, of course. Yes. I'll give you guys some examples. Yes. As we go through the review packet, I'll show you which questions to look at. Yes, 100%. Yes, I'll give you guys good examples to follow. So yeah, and that will be the word problem will be worth 8 points. Because you want to set up the equations correctly and then solve it correctly. Now, if you set it up wrong, but your algebra is fine, I'll give you mostly full credit because I should do that, right? Or if your setup is fine, but you do one little algebraic error and it kind of seems off, I'll still give you mostly full credit. So don't give up. But because it's a word problem, you should not expect like negative numbers, right? Right? It should come out pretty clean. So just be mindful about that. All right. All right. This now's been the part 2. Okay, part 2. This is calculator. Oh, actually, hold on a sec. Let me take a screenshot of that one. Hold on. Sorry, this is non-calc. Let me take a screenshot of that. Cool. All right, let me clear it. Now part 2. Yeah, like I'll give like matrix A, matrix B. I'll say add these 2. Or here's like matrix A and C, subtract these 2.
What would the third question be? Because you said involve combined.
It could be a variety of things. I could ask you to add 2 matrices, or subtract 2 matrices, or multiply 2 matrices, or I could ask you to multiply 2 matrices twice. There could be a couple multiplication problems. So yeah.
2 on the outside of the matrix.
Distribute that could happen too. That's possible. Okay, calc. Yeah, go. Yeah. Yes. What's up?
A lot of like will be like.
Oh,
Actually,
I'm gonna do a 5 by 5 for you now because you asked that question. Good.
So you'll be nice.
It'll be nice. Yes, nice. Yes. Okay. All right, number 5. Okay, 4 questions again. One question will be a matrix. Part 2 has 4 questions. It's 8 total. 8 total. 8 total. Yeah. Maybe. 8 questions total, but 4 in part 1, 4 in part 2. So part 2 has 4 questions. So it's a split. There'll be one matrix equation. And it'll involve 3 variables. And you have to solve for each variable. I'll give you some examples. Don't worry, in a moment.
Doing what we did on exercise number 8.
You'll see. I'll give examples in a moment. I'm just there also will be, hold on, now it's all mixed up. Oh, there it is. Wait, shit, that's long. Why is this all mixed up? Oh, here we go. Okay, cool. There'll be one question. Another matrix equation, and I'll give you an example. If you have like, say, oh, here we go. So you have like x plus 1, 2, 3, 4 equals -6, 8, 10, and 12. It'll be a little more challenging than that, but
Pretty close. So X is a matrix, and you have to solve for the matrices. So instead of solving for a letter, your answer is a matrix.
How much harder will it be?
I'm gonna make yours super hard, Jimmy. Okay. And capital X will be a 2 by 2 matrix. So like if you think about it, what do you think X would be in this case?
-10.
Good. Good.
7.
Good.
8.
Is that 10 or so? How do you show the right for that? Is that 10 or 12?
Oh, you subtract. You show the subtraction. Yeah, you subtract. Okay. And point value wise, this will be worth 8 points. And that'll be worth 4 points. So that's those point value.
Three variables will be like that one, but with a variable in the matrix.
I'll give you some examples in a moment. So
Solve for each variable by putting it in.
I'll show you. I'll show you in a moment. Just wait, guys. I'll show you. So as you guys could tell, I'm doing the 30,000-foot view. You guys know that analogy in an airplane, the 30,000-foot view. Then you dive lower. So now you get like the 10,000-foot view. Like you see the skyline or kind of like the land, and then now you're gonna get like down to the ground, right? I'll get to the ground in a moment. I know you guys are asking those questions, and we'll get there. You never heard that? Oh, okay. Yeah, it makes it more of an adult meeting thing. I don't know. So it's an analogy, but it's more of a you will hear it when you get older. There we go. About that. Okay. All right. Okay, then we have the review questions. One review question
On the whole test.
on no, there's just 2.
On each question.
Those 2.
What are the review questions gonna be?
I'll explain. On finding the inverse of a function.
How's that review?
Because we've done that in the last unit. That was our last test. We had that. You don't remember?
So like the first problems of the test in part 2, that.
I can show you in a moment. Another review question on f of g of x. I'll explain. Guys, we're gonna dive a little deeper. Another review question on f of g of x, g of fx. Okay.
That's gonna probably involve, is that gonna involve fraction?
Yes. Now, and so just the point values. This will be 2 parts worth 10 points total. And that'll be 2 parts worth 6 points total.
Two parts.
So two separate questions, exactly, right? Okay, so now let's get a little more detailed.
Wait, what is it for the second of the question? Some parts and some parts.
F of g of x and g of f of x is right there.
Oh.
Okay, so now let me give you guys a little bit more details because I know you guys are want to know that. So if I show you the test from last unit. Okay. Here we go. So the review questions, because you guys are curious about that, right? Here we go. So okay, so do you expect a question like this again? Okay, expect that again. So study it. And I have some problems in the walls in the hallway if you want to try it. So, and the Zoom. That's true. So you gotta know it. So you yes, you gotta know it. Yeah, go ahead. Mhm. So like number 7 of the old test. No, it's just like this. Yes. Sorry, yes. Yeah, but just write number 7. Just write down number 7 for old test. Okay, and then for find the inverse, actually, we did that over here. Yeah, number 1 part C. So remember I gave you guys an equation, I asked you guys to graph it. But then after you graphed, you had to straight take the inverse of the original equation. So like number 1C.
No graphing the part. Oh, that is so.
So I'm gonna ask that as well. Now, just let me give you some examples so you guys feel comfortable. I said 2 parts. Just wait. Just wait, guys. I'm gonna talk about it right now. So let me give you 2 examples. Again, all this is being recorded, but I'll give you 2 examples here. Say I ask you to find the inverse. Find the inverse of each. God, my handwriting sucks. Here we go. Thank you. All right. So y equals 2 over x plus 1 minus 4. Y equals 2 to the x plus 2 minus 3. Okay. So how do you think I should go about finding the inverse? Switch x and y. Okay. And I'm explaining the point value. So because Albert asked a great question, and I'm going to answer that for you right now. Like, how's it worth 10 points? You'll see. Okay, so that makes sense, right? Add 4, very good. Okay, this is the part where people get a little flustered. What do you think I should do next? It's kind of a key step. Good. Good. I like that.
Like that, you have to FOIL them out.
Actually, you don't want to FOIL them out because what's your goal? Isolate y. Exactly. You do not want to FOIL it out. Actually, I would.
So divide by x minus 4 or x plus 4.
Then you divide by x plus 4. Very good.
Okay.
Okay, Jimmy. You got it, dude. Good work.
You're locked in.
You are locked in.
That makes sense.
Okay, so we're okay with that? How I went about that? Sure, no problem. Hold on, let's see here. There we go. Let me leave it like that. Okay. So if we think about the point values, so now Alberto, to really answer your question, why is this worth 10 points? So part A would be 5 points, and part B would be 5 points. 5 plus 5 is 10. 1 point for doing the switch, 1 point for moving the 4 over, 1 point for moving the y plus 1, 1 point for dividing by x plus 4, and 1 point for subtracting 1.
Why?
This is precisely how we do point value. So when we come out with the point value, it's not some random number Like, seriously, math tests take forever to write, because we really have to be intentional of how the points work out correctly. So 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Does that make sense?
On the same.
And that's what you want to show. So this way you don't cut corners. If you cut corners, you're not gonna get the full 5 points. So you have to make sure you show me all your steps. So I want to model this process so we're clear on what the expectations, right? Okay, Sadie, go ahead. You will not get the full 5 points. I'm going to clearly say show all steps very, very clearly in bold print. Yes.
Wait, also,
And that's mainly because it's just to set you up for success for the next level, because that's the expectation. Because the level after that, then is calculus, right? We just have to be more detail oriented. So that's what we have to do. Okay, questions on A before I do B? Yes, what's the question?
if
Hmm?
you're like wishing to reboot or like have this simple music, you have to get 100% on all the points to get 80%.
No. On the review portion, you just need 80%. So the 16 points dedicated to the review portion. So if you do the math, if you get at least 12 out of 16, you'll be fine. Yeah, that'll still be an 80, right? Right. So you can make some, you have some wiggle room. So yeah.
This question a couple weeks ago, and I just haven't really. forgotten.
Okay. Yes. Go ahead. Yes. What's good?
Points, would you round it to 4? And you were like, yeah, I feel like.
Well, no, 3.5 would be 3.5, right?
I was talking about the like extra credit.
Yeah, no, it's 3.5.
Don't round.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what that way.
Yeah, it's 3.5. Okay. 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 Okay, hold on a sec. Okay, wait, one step at a time, guys. You're Albert, you're 2 steps ahead of us. So switch X and Y, then add 3. Okay. And now this involves a log. This is why it involves a log, because you have to isolate the exponent. How do you isolate exponents using logs?
Log equals.
Right, good. Log base 2 of what? Good. Okay. So you guys got this. You guys are good. Okay, let's go back. Nope. Okay, guys. Let's be considerate. Other people are taking a little bit longer to see what we're doing. Just be careful. Okay, just wait. You guys are going too fast. I need some time too. Okay, switch X and Y. No, just they're going too fast. X and Y, switch, right? Move the 3 over. Then what's the next step? How do you get Y plus 1 by itself when it's an exponent? You got to do a log. Right, that's the isolated. And then you subtract the 1, and then you're all good.
But that's only 4 steps. Oh.
Great question. So here's how I'm going to show. So again, so you know my expectations. Yes, it is 4 steps. 1 point for doing the switch, 1 point for moving the 3. That would be worth 2 points, because that's a key step. So each side would be worth a point. Like doing this step correctly. Sorry, doing this side correctly, that side correctly. We were at so if you kind of like mess up a little bit, then I give you like 1 out of, like, I don't know, if you somehow did log base to Y plus 1 equals, I don't know, like, I don't know how you messed up, but you could. That's how I do the points. Okay. So hopefully we're clear on that. Another part, take your time, you're good. Okay, so we're cool on the review. Oh, sorry, let me show you the after the, actually, I'll give you an example problem if you guys want one. The f of g of x one. Yeah, I could do that one. That's what you're saying, Emmy, you don't get the f of g of x, g of fx. Yeah, let's do it right. Let's do an example right now. Okay. Here we go.
You want to know what you just did?
I'm gonna do another review question. Let's do the f of g of x business here. And then let me go through the packet with you guys. So you guys are doing a great job. This is turned to actually be a really nice review today. So I'm really pleased how you guys are asking questions. It's good. Okay, I think this guys. So let me actually give you the problem, have you guys try it and see how you guys do. So maybe this gives you guys a confidence that you guys feel like you're good for this on tomorrow. Let's see here. 4x plus 7 over 3. Yeah. And then hold on a sec. Give me a sec here.
Oh.
Give me a sec here, guys.
Mister, are we still gonna go through the packet and?
Yeah. Yeah. He'll have time. Give me a sec, guys. Hold on. I'm just thinking.
12.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Right. Okay. That's a -3 on the right side of it.
-3 like that, you just hide it, you have to make it.
That works.
I'm so confused about like last time.
It's up to you what you want to do. It's your choice. You can make it 3/1 and combine it with the other fraction, or leave it alone. Okay, so why don't you guys try this?
You're like, what? And then like make it like a video. What? Wait, are we doing 3 seconds? Yeah, I do.
There we go. Excuse me. I'm gonna give you guys a really big hint here.
The first one, 1x minus 1.
Yeah.
Who wants to head on the test?
Can you guys simplify f of x?
Wait, I have the first
Can you
one.
simplify it?
No.
Yeah, you can. Actually. What's this, sorry?
The first one, 1x
Oh.
Oh, sorry. I was looking at the problem. Sorry.
Wait, you can't simplify it.
4x.
Oh, but you didn't copy the problem correctly.
Oh,
There's a +3 to the right of this parentheses.
to the right.
Seriously, what did you say? You can't simplify f of x?
No, you can't. You can't.
Mystery, can I get a marker? Mystery. All three, when you simplify, you get.
Wait, Mr. You
Four
said
X.
x, right?
You should final at the end.
Oh,
So you should get 4x plus 1, right? What's 12 divided by 3? What's 3 divided by 3? And both is being divided by 3. There you
Isn't it? Yeah, isn't it just x?
go.
It will be x at the end. Yes.
No, but it'd be 4x minus 2, right? Because we subtract-
Hold on a sec. Let's be careful here. Oh, yes. You're right there. Yes.
Minus 2. So then you do.
Oh, and then you just.
How I got 4x plus 1? Okay, well, okay, so guys, when you divide it by a single number, you can divide each term of the row by a single number. 12/3.
Is it
Oh,
gonna be
yeah,
like
I
down
did
the
that.
test?
What was that, sorry?
Is it gonna be like down the test?
I don't know. I don't remember actually. So I don't, but look for it if you can. I don't remember. Actually. Not quite that way. Not quite.
They are. F of x. I got a mystery.
Hold on a sec.
No.
Okay, for a second. Okay, but you get x for the first one, right?
Wait, where'd you get the -2 from? Oh.
I simplified f of x first. Yeah. Okay, then let's do okay, that's give me a sec here. Hold on.
So.
You should get X, so
So Y equals
you
X.
should get X. Yeah. Sure, here we go. Here we go.
I keep forgetting the margin.
That's very.
Yeah. What's that? Okay, yeah. go ahead.
I'm so good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How many times well?
Yeah, honestly. I don't.
Bruce, no, I'm just.
You just get X, that means the inverse.
Correct. If you don't, they're not. Correct. Okay. Let's see.
Okay, so to make the life easier, what's mean by that? Actually,
This,
that's.
do you have X too? Well, I already said we got it. So then. Oh, I wrote it. So when you
And
put this
also
one.
the
mystery.
one half.
Percent plus, 1/2.
Oh, plus 2 or 4, gotcha, I got you.
Plus 1/2. So then. this.
Okay, so that's 4x plus 1 minus 2. Divide by 7. When you cross in the number, with single number, you can set it.
So like, let's see if this is like.
What about 3x plus 1?
Oh,
It's kind of-
like we figure out the process.
You have to 3x to 1 first. Hold on, yes, Caleb, yes.
Oh, they both. X means they're inverse.
Yes, yes, yeah, okay,
Oh, okay, so the answer.
yes, they are.
So because I want all of your.
What I did was,
So.
advanced, so this nasty thing you see here.
Oh,
I simplified it more.
like I got there.
Crossing out with my girls.
Go back down. So I did it here. And I saw the minus 2 afterwards as well. Because remember, 4 minus 2 is part of that here.
Like this whole like. Well. I love how you say that.
Okay. In the interest of time, let's if you guys still want more practices, we could do this later. Just really quickly, let's talk about the review packet really fast. Helpful. Yeah, let me. I'm gonna make one later today. Okay, so the review packet I gave you guys. Let me kind of just help you zero in on what's important. It's a different textbook. That's because CPM doesn't really have many matrices, so we had to find some other resources. That's the real reason why. Okay. Okay, guys, quiet, please. Thank you. All right. What was that? Sorry. All right. On this packet here, guys, quiet, please. I would say know how to do 3. Oh, let me share my screen. Hold on. Let me stop sharing this. We'll share. Come on. Share screen. What? One. Share screen. There we go. Okay, guys, quiet, please. Thank you. All right. So for the first page of this packet, I would suggest you're not going to graph linear system, so don't worry about that.
There's gonna be no graphs on this test.
No. No graphs. Know how to solve a system of 2 equations. I think you should be comfortable with that. And know how to do this using a matrix. And excuse me. And know how to do these kind of problems. So I think those are good practice problems to do.
Wait, for adding subtraction, you just go, right?
Correct.
Mystery.
No, but no, yeah, I mean that would be too tough to do without a calculator. Yeah, yes, good. But it's just a concept I care about.
What is the all just like one?
Well, let me scroll down, guys. Okay, obviously we're not doing 3-7. I'm not gonna ask you to do this.
Isn't that just negative?
Yeah, I mean, that's not, I mean, of course you should not find the inverse. That's just the matrix raised to -1 power. I'm not gonna ask this directly, but you should know how to do that. That's why I didn't cross it off. You should know how to find the inverse in the calculator. So you're gonna use the calculator for this.
But it's not-
Correct. Exactly, yes, right. That's all.
But then it's a weird number.
Yeah, exactly. And then you multiply it to the other matrix, right?
Oh, you go next,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what.
Correct, yes, that's all I'm saying, right? I'm not gonna ask like, just find me the inverse straight up. It's just gonna be part of solving a matrix equation. So, okay. The answer key is on the next page, just so you know. Now the word problems, I think a really good one to do would be number 2 and number 5 on the next page. Because those have three things you don't know. So I'll focus on 2 and 5. On the page after that, I probably would do the 6, 2 and 6. Okay, so I said 2, 5. So guys, on page 186, 2, 5, 2, 5, and ask questions about on Zoom tonight, or if you want to stick around for office hours. And then for here, I say 2, 6 on page 220. So I'll write down page 186, number 2 and 5. Here, I'm writing on the screen, guys, so you guys know. 220, 2 and 6. Okay, I'll keep track. Then here's like yet some more. If you want more of the same stuff on the first page. We're not doing graphing, ignore that. Yes, you should know how to do all these problems here. But you can use matrices for 12, 13, and 14. And then all the other stuff's still applicable. And I think, and then there's like an old test afterwards, and then you have the answer keys. So yeah. All right, I think we're good. Let me stop the recording.